Biz Magazine, there is some tips for applicants on interviewing and resume writing and different things. So everybody pick up your local copy of the Biz Magazine, and we are in it, and there are a lot of good ideas on finding that good job.
Wow.
So please check us out.
And that's in what magazine?
The Biz.
The Biz. Gotcha. And when will that be out? Is it coming out or is it about to
This
be
month.
out? This month.
January.
Gotcha. And that'll have that'll have all the types of tips we've just kind of discussed and more in there about. Yeah, resumes are hard. I hate doing my resume.
Well, and people go crazy with resumes.
And the thing is, companies, it seems like everybody wants or thinks that a resume should look differently. So that also, talking to people like us, the placement specialists, professionals who talk to these companies on a day-to-day basis and kind of know what they want, that does help these employees, I believe, in getting their foot in the door and better marketing them to these companies. Because your resume, to me, is just the tool to market you, to get your foot in the door to these companies.
Exactly.
Is what it is.
And a lot of times, Josh, people are out there struggling because they're just randomly, sending out as many resumes as they can to as many companies. A lot of times, that's the worst thing you can do. You really need to think about focusing. What is it you want to do? What are the companies that to relate to that? And then start your job search. Don't just send out,
They'll send out a resume, the same exact resume, to 50 different companies, and it was really targeted for one.
Sure.
And then you have all these other companies looking at it like, why did I get that resume?
Right.
So it makes you not look at all like the experienced person they're looking for, or a person that will be an asset to their company.
Okay.
So
what would you say is sort of in the I'm sure you have, I know they're all over the spectrum as far as what type of employers that you guys deal with or what kind of companies. What would you say most of the time? What was sort of the average types of jobs that people do find themselves placed in when they go through your
We do everything from clerical positions like front desk or filing or data entry to the professional jobs, the direct hire, managers, marketing, paralegals, sales, to warehouse, stocking, general labor, welding. So
salary ranges go anywhere from $8 up to $120,000. If we're looking for controllers and CEOs and accounting managers, and my goodness, it's whatever your skill level is. Even if you're a tradesman, you're a bricklayer, we can find a job for you.
That's a good point. I kind of find myself, I've got a lot of, like you mentioned, welding. That's kind of a weird thing it's a weird skill that I happen to actually know how to weld. But I'll never use it probably again. But if I find myself out on my butt, it might come to you sense like, I've got some welding experience.
But those skills tradesmen, though, I mean, those types of jobs are in high demand, and you can make good money doing that.
Sure.
You can make real good money doing it.
Yes. And our manufacturing companies right now, they're looking for people who can just pass basic math tests. Because if they can use a tape measure, then they're willing to invest in them in these high caliber, trade positions that we're talking about. They're looking for people right now that just have the things that Jeff was talking about, dependability, showing up for work every day. They love to utilize our agency for that. It allows them to see, is this the character that we're looking for? Is this the person that will be a good asset to our company? Absolutely. And they'll use us for a little while, and then they hire them on board, and then they're really investing, in their future and in their career there with that company.
Absolutely. Everybody's got a sink. Everybody's got electricity going to their house. Hopefully,
that's right.
These are all things that need to get fixed all the time. So yeah, that's a good point. Anything else, guys? Anything else y'all